as we discuss with urgency the issues relating to climate change, health, food, and the links to anthropogenic methane emissions. That is from human methane emissions from human activities. As the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health and State, I am glad that our state is hosting a meeting of global significance, given our position as a leading crude oil producing state. The symbolism and role of Delta State played in inspiring previous non-existent laws on environmental protection. Please recall that between August 1987 and May 1988, 5 ships transported 3,800 tons of hazardous waste collected from various European countries and the United States of America and illegally dumped them in Cocoa in Warri North local government areas of Delta State. That incident triggered several actions at the local and global levels, including 1. Promulgation of Harmful Waste Special Criminal Provision Decree of 1988. 2. The promulgation of Federal Environmental Protection Agency Decree of 1988. The Basel Convention, established in 1989, which prevents the shipment and disposal of hazardous waste from industrial to developing countries. This international treaty establishes a procedure of strict requirements and consent of any transboundary movement of hazardous waste. 4. The Bamako Convention of 1991, which came into force in 1988 to protect the health and environment of African countries through a ban on the import of all hazardous and radioactive waste. As the keynote speaker, I will use this opportunity to address this critical issue and advocate for abating and mitigating sustained efforts to protect our environment, enhance public health, and secure the well-being of our communities for the present and coming generations. As we have heard this morning and we are still hearing, methane and carbon dioxide are the greenhouse gases triggering global warming. Although methane persists for a shorter time in the atmosphere compared to carbon dioxide, its impact on climate change is about 25 times greater over a 100-year period. Thus, the consequences of unchecked methane emissions are aggravating climate-related disasters, conflict, compromising public health, and triggering instability locally and globally. And Delta State contributes to Nigeria's overall methane emissions through oil and gas exploration activities, putting her in a position to explore the opportunities arising from global efforts aimed at abating methane. Agricultural activities constitute a source of methane emissions, particularly through enteric fermentation in ruminant livestock, like the cattle that we're talking about, and paddy rice cultivation, and Delta State is not excluded. Livestock, especially cattle, emit methane, while paddy rice farms release methane as a byproduct of anaerobic decomposition, contributing to Delta State methane footprint. Delta State also is promoting youth participation in agriculture as part of a holistic job creation effort that will increase the output of the sector with implications for methane emissions. The Youth Agricultural Entrepreneurs Program, IAGE, and the STES program, that's the Skills Training and Entrepreneurship Program. Records indicate that as of 2022, the Job and Work Creation Bureau has successfully graduated over 6,000 trainees under the IAGE and STEP programs. The multiplier effect on agricultural activities can be articulated. While working for job while working to create jobs for its citizens, that's Delta State, and ensure food security and livestock and livelihoods for its residents. Delta State needs to explore measures to mitigate methane emissions from these agro-businesses. The oil and gas sector, a key pivot of Nigeria's economy, contributes to methane emissions. Activities such as exploration, production and distribution of oil and gas release methane into the atmosphere. While the sector plays a vital role in driving growth and development in Delta State, it is imperative to adopt cleaner technologies, improve regulatory oversight, and promote sustainable practices to minimize methane emissions and mitigate the sector's environmental impact. Rising urbanization is another cause now of increased methane emission. Rising urbanization and the growing middle class has altered the nutritional preferences of individuals and families, leading to increasing patronage of food outlets and generation of waste. Waste management practices therefore pose another significant challenge in Delta State, leading to substantial methane emissions from landfills and open waste disposal sites. Exacerbates the problem, resulting in environmental pollution, public health risks, and greenhouse gas emissions. The Delta State government recognizes the need to modernize waste management infrastructure, promote recycling and composting initiatives, and enhance public awareness about proper waste disposal practices in mitigating methane emissions and protecting the environment. The Delta State government is partnering with private sector participants, PSP, under the umbrella of the Association of Waste Managers, ASWAMA, for the collection and disposal of solid waste from homes. I know we still have a long way to go in that aspect, but God will help us. Abating and mitigating methane emissions. 1. Addressing methane emissions in Delta State requires a multifaceted approach that integrates environmental conservation, public health, and socio-economic development. Collaboration among government agencies, private sector entities, civil society organizations, and local communities is essential to implement mitigation strategies that are unique to the state context. In this regard, Nigeria has signed the Global Methane Pledge, committing to reducing methane emissions by at least 30% by 2030 compared to 2020 levels. We are already in 2024. This ambitious target underscores Nigeria's commitment to taking decisive action to address methane emissions across sectors. The Global Methane Pledge is a landmark initiative that underscores the need to reduce methane emissions, limit global warming, and mitigate the impacts of climate change. Delta State has a crucial role to play in achieving the goals of the Global Methane Pledge, and this workshop provides a logical platform to galvanize stakeholders. By implementing mitigation measures across key sectors of the economy, Delta State can contribute to Nigeria's overall methane reduction efforts, while also realizing local environmental, social, and economic benefits.